I'm Dr. Mark Gillenson, and the title of my research is The Comparative Cost and Value of Software Test Cases. When you create a software program, you have to test it. And you test it by running test cases. There are a number of ways of creating test cases. A simple example would be if you have a payroll program, and if we ignore the taxes for the moment, if somebody works 40 hours in a week and they make $20 an hour, you want to make sure that when you input the 40 and the 20, the payroll program correctly generates $800 as the person's pay. So for a much more complex program, a realistically complex program, you have to have many test cases to test the different aspects of the program. The problem is people generally don't have the testing resources to be able to use all of those test cases. The research that we've done is determining which test cases are the lowest in cost and the highest in value to the company based on risk. What we did in the research was we created functions based on interviews with software testing professionals in the Memphis area. We used what's known as qualitative research, and we used it in an unusual way to create such functions. We had one function set up for the relative cost of test cases, and then another function set up for the relative value of test cases, which is a combination of risk and cost. And we believe that this is the first time anyone anywhere has attempted to produce such functions. Those functions can then be used on a comparative basis to see where the testing resources should be applied for maximum benefit. Not properly or sufficiently testing software can lead to major consequences. One example were the crashes of the Boeing 737 MAX aircraft, which were at least partly based on software issues. This research represents the first time in the world that anyone has tried to put numbers to calculate the comparative cost and comparative value of test cases. And it demonstrates that the University of Memphis is at the cutting edge of research on a worldwide basis.